everybody. Chad McNabb, driving here in East Tennessee. And right now I'm driving in downtown Cleveland, Tennessee on Ocoee Street. About to pass where they're doing the road diet right here on Inman Street, as you can see. They are narrowing Inman Street there down to 2 lanes of the turn lane from 4 lanes. There's the Bradley County Courthouse right there. And doing the landscaping, trees, shrubbery, new red light poles. Looks pretty good right now. They haven't got it. Of course, they haven't got it completed yet. There's the City of Cleveland Municipal Building and the Police Services Center. But of course, that caused a little bit of controversy. In Cleveland. But like I said, there was no turn lane anyway in the 4. Get you another pass through right here so you can see what's going on here. There. But there was no turn lane anyway, so even when you turn left, you would block traffic in that lane. So even though you're losing the lane both ways, it really, I don't think it's going to hurt that traffic to flow that back. Now I'm coming right down here by the old woolen mill. Right here on my left, that's the old hardwood woolen mill. It's been there since the late 1800s, early 1900s. Now there's art galleries in it, some coffee shop, some apartments. So part of it's been renovated. Right here is where the old Whirlpool factory used to be, where all you see all that brick and concrete right there torn up. They tore that down a few years ago, and they built a new plant about 3 miles out here to the east off of Highway 64. Here coming what they call, this is 5 Points on Inman Street. And then also too right here on Inman Street, there's that bridge right there, train bridge, and a lot of 18-wheelers come through there, and they don't have, they're too tall for to clear it, so a lot of 18-wheelers have got stuck there over the years. There's the old Sandra Hosiery mill right here on my right. It's been converted into apartments. I think it's affordable apartments though. I think you have to qualify and this building over here on my left is an old building that's been turned to apartments and businesses on it, but that's, I believe those are market rate, regular apartments. This little square right here in downtown where shops are. We'll drive by Lee University here in a minute. That's the main reason I want to do this video. I'll give you a little tour of Lee University. You got some restaurants right here. You have the Indigo Cafe. And I'll go back down Church Street and go through Lee University for a minute. Maybe go by the Historic District in Cleveland here for a minute. Or First Cumberland Presbyterian Church. Said there is part of Lee, that's Lee University, Communication Arts Building, and Pangle Hall right there, that used to be First Baptist Church in Cleveland, but they built a new church several miles to the north of here, and now Lee University bought that and converted it into part of their campus. Said to my right is a lot of old industrial area next to downtown Cleveland. So here we're coming into the main area of Lee University. Now Lee University has grown a lot over the years. Been around Cleveland through the years. There's the School of Nursing on my left. All these over here on my right are dorms, residential. Big tower there. And many years, of course, Lee University is a Church of God affiliated university. And back when I was a kid, they used to have a very strict dress code for the students there. Women had to have long hair, short dresses down to their ankles, pretty much. Of course, that's changed now. Now they have very much just regular dress code you would see at any other college. There is the Cleveland Public Library on my left over here. And it was Lee College back then too. Now it's Lee University. They've gone between 4,000 and 5,000 students now. Mainly, like I said, it's grown a lot. Mainly all these buildings that over here where I drove by did not exist up to about 15, 20 years ago. They started really building a lot. That's a lot of the main old campus part right there. Paul Con Student Union. There's the Con Center right there. That is I don't know how many seats, 2,000 or 3,000, 4,000 seat right there, center. Concerts, they have church there too for the students. There's a library over here on my right. Soccer field is on the other side. There is North Cleveland Church of God right there. That's one of the largest churches in Cleveland too. These are senior, I think, apartments. This building right here on my right. Now coming up here on my right is the old Mayfield Elementary School. Right here. That's where I went to 5th and 6th grade at. But now Lee University has bought that. They built a new Mayfield Elementary about a mile and a half out off the 20th Street from here several years ago, and they sold the Cleveland City School System sold it to Lee University. Now they own that too. That's the School of Music on my right there. They're known for their music program. I think they've had several winners of The Voice from Lee University. Several high finishers on American Idol. Humanity Center. Paul Dana Walker Arena. On my left over here, basketball arena. I believe more dorms. Dorms right here. All there are tennis courts. We have a dining hall back over here on my left behind the tennis courts. Church Street. I'll drive over here to the historic district for a little bit, just a few minutes. Some of the old historic housing right here in Cleveland, along Old Coy Street right here. This is your main old school street in Cleveland. Of course. Street. There's one of the old dorms of Lee University too. wouldn't say, this is not a right. More to my left is more old historic district. I'll turn around and drive by there in a second. Well, this is too. Coming up here on my right is Deer Park. That park's been there for many years. A little branch creek that runs through it. New playground. There used to be tennis courts there, but they took the tennis courts out and put in more playgrounds. Several little narrow streets through here in the historic district. There's one really narrow one back behind me, but I'm not going to go down that one right now. I'll go down here and get one more look at Deer Park for a second. Then I'll go back to some of that main old houses in the historic district right here. Especially this street coming up here. This is Harl Street, but the street coming up here just in a second. It's probably the most famous street here in Cleveland for the historic district, probably. Right here, Centenary Avenue. We've got a lot of these big old houses where a lot of the old original wealthy families in Cleveland built houses back in the day. These houses are famous because for Halloween, all the residents usually decorate these houses really nice and big displays for Halloween. Of course, give out candy for the kids. Then, of course, you have Tall Betsy, which is a famous story about this old, tall, skinny woman that kind of looked like a witch here in Cleveland. Somebody dresses up like every year. There's the Cragmile House. That's the old Cleveland Public Library. And of course, here's 8th Street. This has a lot of those houses too. Cragmile House is famous for the Cragmile family, and there's the St. Luke's Episcopal Church over here downtown. The Cragmile family attended, and back in the 1800s, the little girl Nina Cragmile was on a horse and buggy with her grandfather, and she told him there was a train coming, and she told him to try to get across the railroad tracks before the train got there, but fortunately they didn't make it, and the train hit them and killed the little girl, Nina Cragmiles, and I'm not sure if her grandfather lived. He may have lived, but they built a mausoleum behind St. Luke's Episcopal Church and put in all the said there's one of those little streets again. Put in a mausoleum for the family. Of course, Nina Cragmile's buried there and the other members of her family. And there is a story, the legend that goes that on Halloween, if you go walk around the mausoleum, I can't remember, maybe 7 times or something, that blood will start coming off the wall. But I think it's just a story and how the kind of rock, marble, whatever they used to build a mausoleum has some coloration in it. So I think people just got that in their head that maybe that, how ghost stories are started. So it's a good story though. One of the famous stories of Cleveland. Now I'm gonna go over here. We'll show one. Well, there's the main offices of Lee University right here in front of me. Here, show one more new thing, and in the video. There's some more of the historic houses right here just off of Coy Street too. University dorms. Church Street again. Says home of the couple of story houses. There's arch for Lee University there. That's a daycare for students with kids. Of course, you do have some older married students that go to Lee. Butler Field, there's a softball field. Here is 20th Street, and just right over here, just up there on the left is where the new Mayfield Elementary School is at. Go out here and show one more thing in the video. Lee's got some more nice athletic fields they built out here too. Right here, the Raycon Sports Complex. You got some. It's like some kind of track and field, but go up here. This right here is the new Cleveland, the Bradley County STEM Academy, and there is, I believe, they have space for rent, so businesses can rent out that space. And there is the Lee University baseball field right there. There is a Southern Heritage Bank branch opening up or something there. Just Love Coffee Cafe. But the main reason that is a STEM academy for Bradley County, and actually some of the surrounding counties students can come here too and use it. Of course, STEM is science, technology, engineering, mathematics. It's called the PI Center. Of course, that is to prepare them in those fields for college and jobs in those fields later in life. But that used to be an old American uniform factory right there. It built uniforms for different jobs like nursing, janitors, kind of jobs like that. And it shut down, and then of course the Bradley County school system bought it and it's converted it into the PI Center. It's really nice. STEM Academy. Alright. I'm gonna go out here to Spring Creek just too, and I'll go at night. Then I'll our Spring Creek apartment complex right there. That's been there about 10 years now. Big apartment complex right there with swimming pool, gym, clubhouse. I'm on drive right here to the Spring Creek Town Center for a minute. And this has been built in the last 10 years. Got a housing development over here. But also you have some doctors' offices over here too. Drive by some of these doctors' offices for a second. Interventional pain consultant, Robbins Family Dental, Center for Oral Facial Implants, Cleveland Eye Clinic. Center for Oral and Facial Surgery, Associates in ENT, head and neck surgery there. Like I said, you also have this housing development over here too. With these nice big houses over here. Kind of reminds me of the old southern kind of New Orleans looking houses, especially the ones coming up down here. I like that one right there on the right, that two-story porch. These right here, especially on the left. These right here are brand new. See those two-story porch ones. I've been back there. But also too, coming up here, there are businesses out here too. There may be even some. I don't know if there's any condos in this building over here on the right. But the bottom floor has businesses. Wellness, hat salon, nail spa, State Farm Insurance. Of course, you got Jenkins Deli over here, long-time Cleveland restaurant. I think it's under new ownership now. Last Center's Coffee, and here is a Japanese Hibachi Express. But that's going to be my tour of Historic District of Cleveland and Lee University and the Spring Creek area of Cleveland and the Pie Center. If you want to see more of East and Middle Tennessee, just comment below, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching this video.